understand. Like everyone tells me, "Oh, what's your first language?" I'm like, Arabic. They're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, Moroccan Arabic to be specific." "Oh no, but you speak English perfectly." I was like, "Yeah, because in school." But as soon as I got home,
Moroccan, yeah.
go to it. ما دارجة. Look, صراحة أنا أعرف أنضرب الدارجة ولكن كي كمشي المغرب ناري يضحكوا عليا. They think my دارجة is weak, and I'll be very honest, it probably is.
كيفاش كيضحكوا عليك؟ ما فهمتك شيء.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, welcome to another episode of Marocafella. Yes. We've got a guest on today, but I'm not going to introduce him just yet. I want to introduce my co-host,
Yeah, man.
the one and only Sal.
Mr. Sal, thank you very much, man. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. What camera am I looking at? Is it that one there?
That one,
Yeah.
whichever one you feel like.
So that one must be my one then.
I think that one's your Percy, yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
How you been, my brother?
Alhamdulillah, man. How you been?
Alhamdulillah, khair. How's family?
Alhamdulillah, they're getting older. We got the flu.
Everyone in the house, it's been going around.
It's been
Seasonal
going around
flu.
bad, yeah.
Seasonal flu.
Have you got it yet, or?
Alhamdulillah, no, not
I
yet.
had it a couple of weeks ago.
Easy.
Horrible.
You got the flu jab, or not?
Not yet.
No, flu jab,
Not yet. Let me introduce my guest because he wants to get on his itching.
He's itching. Can't shut him up.
Our guest today is an influencer. He's a Moroccan influencer.
We spoke about flu, influenza.
He's a Moroccan TikToker. And he goes by the name of Zach.
Zach's World.
Come on, Zach. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good,
How's things, my bro?
It's all good, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, how's things with you?
Very long week, man.
Yeah.
I had
7 days like everyone else, bro. What are you talking about, man?
I mean, I'm not a full-time influencer / content creator. I still have a
obviously
day
you
job.
got day jobs, yeah, man.
So-
It's reality, innit?
Yeah.
It's the real world, innit, bro?
Exactly, no, definitely. And I think working a day job it puts a lot of things into perspective.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
like, there's always that saying like, once your day job's done in the evenings, 2-3 hours a day,
Yeah, you got to
just
get the work in.
dedicate
Work
to
don't
what your
stop.
craft is.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
That's the proper stuff. And then it's even like, not even, I think is I had learned that from my parents from when I was young. They say, after work on yourself, din dialogue. Your dreams, just do what you want to do to become better. Because work isn't the be all and end all.
I thought you meant after work day at Toma on TikTok and influencing.
No, this is from when I was a kid. The content stuff.
Before we go into it, so look, give us a little bit of your background and where you're from and
Minimum.
Omar
Yeah.
and your asal from Maghreb and
Yeah.
so forth. So where are you from in London?
Cool. So London, I'm one of the very rare small Moroccan groups that are not from West. I'm from
What?
East.
No way.
London.
I'm from East London.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
Bangers and mash, mate. We're shouting in East London, Moroccans. You're right there, you little map bitch.
Yeah,
All
to
right.
East London, Tahiyya to East London.
Yeah, Tahiyya.
I've
Shout
got
out
a few
to all
friends
the
up there.
bad
Big up
ones.
the East London.
There's a lot of Moroccans now. They've moved away from like West and East.
Why?
Over to East and North. I don't know why. Ask my parents. It was not my choice. But yeah, I grew up in East London. Born and raised in a Moroccan household. 2 Moroccan
Well,
parents.
whereabouts in East though? If you don't mind asking.
I grew up in Bow initially, like Bow Myland, so
Yeah.
proper
come
chuck
and go
engagers.
to
Yeah, right, let's.
Yeah.
And then I moved to the Isle of Dogs, and then I recently moved that last summer, 2023, to my own flat. I live between like Stratford and Hackney-Wick, so it's a nice little place. So alhamdulillah, it's a big step that I did. Like, and now I've got all the khaltis asking me like, when am I going to get married? Because
So ask you. Absolutely. Just take your time, son.
Nah, definitely taking my time.
No rush. And what was it like? Right, sorry, Sal, I know you're going to ask him a question.
Now, I was going to say, what part of Maghreb are you from?
Maghreb, I am from Haraish, which is where pretty much 95% it's probably like 95%.
We get game, all these bears from Casablanca, they man come on the show, yeah.
We're still winning though. Kazawa taking over.
We host it.
The mannequins from Kaza. Bloody mannequins from bloody Kaza. Yeah, but it's nice. It's a Haraish time.
What part of Haraish you from?
So like it's a very small area near like Bebhad.
Berber pub.
Oh wait, that's my side, bro.
Nah, neighbour, you might be family, man. We don't
my
Could
side,
be,
bro.
potentially.
That's
I
my
live,
side.
no one knows, some people, if you're not from there, they don't know the area, but Durhaweta is where I live. That's where my family's from,
Is that-
in that area.
Okay, so this is
So like,
Where
it's
the
like
Mar-
where
where the
you're
Mar
going
is?
to, where you're going to like out of the town towards the beaches.
Where the barrage is.
where the petrol station
Literally,
is.
where the
Yeah,
petrol station
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I literally
Behind
that
live
side, yeah.
right near the petrol
Just past
station.
Marsa.
You're right.
Where the Marsa and there's that big government building.
Yeah.
Just
The
before
government building is like a 2-minute walk from my front door.
With the Bakar, yeah, with the Bakar.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah,
I'll give you that.
proper stuff. So like, it's every time I go back from being in a city of like nearly 10 million people, going back to such a small area, it's
Is
so.
that the population of Roch?
It's no, London. I'm saying from a big city.
That's a lot of Moroccans,
If
boy.
they
In a
had 10
small.
millions in
So, like, what
the
happened
Roch,
there?
What's that, right?
They're all trying to come here.
if we had 10 million Larachis, then yeah, that's good numbers, man.
Yeah, come on.
But sometimes it feels like it, brother. Like in London, anyway. I'm willing.
Goulburn is full of them.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna guess, or there's probably more Arishi in London than there is in Arish, if that makes sense. The population of Arish is bigger outside of Arish.
Yeah, I'd
Do you know what I'm
probably say
saying?
yeah.
I think so. How many people are there? Like there, but after Saif, after Leib, Shell, how many? I'm not saying there's none. Obviously, there's more of them there.
There's a lot in Spain. There's a lot in.
But that's what I'm saying. This is just London. So I think the Mgharba, the Arishian that are in London, outnumber the homegrown Arishian.
Yeah.
Allah alam, I could be wrong.
I wouldn't say. I've been to Morocco when it's like dead season, when it's like really quiet, like back to school work, everyone's chilling. It's
Arish though, specifically.
It's stacked full of Arishi people. You just don't see it.
Yeah.
Unless you've lived there like a long time.
Look, before we go into this, so I want to know what it was like growing up in London first, before we do that. Obviously, when you started having your holidays. So growing up in East London, what was it like? Obviously, there was there's a big Asian community up there.
Yeah, massive Asian
big
community.
African community up there, big West
Very
Indian
big.
community up there. The Moroccan community is not as big. Well,
It's getting bigger.
known. Yeah, and there's a lot of Algerian brothers up there now as well.
Yeah, a lot of Algerians actually are like Leytonstone, Leyton, Walthamstow. That's their area.
Okay.
East is where like Tower Hamlets is where I grew up. It's becoming, there's a lot more Moroccans than people let on and let you to believe.
Yeah.
Wallahi, they hide. They mind their business. They go. They come out, do their job. They go home because I don't like to. They don't mind integration, but because it's such a density.
They might step out when they get to Morocco. Blood.
Yeah. Because I used to play football years ago, back in the 90s. I used to.
The marshes?
Not Hackney Marsh. I used to play there when I was in Camden, but we used to go link some Moroccan brothers in Stepney. Is it Stepney Green?
Yeah,
there's like some football pitches just off the main road, like a big mass. I don't know if it's there anymore.
Like a Sandy Astro.
Kind of, yeah.
It used to be there. They've changed it to rubber, like the stuff like Paddington Rec.
Yeah. So we used to play there, and there were Ben. I was like, right, there's bare Moroccans, and they were all like Asian.
Yeah.
And since then, bruv, it's like I don't know any. Like I know a couple of families.
Yeah.
But nothing major. Like literally, like maybe 2-3 families in East London.
Yeah.
And subhanallah, man.
They're dotted around. If you know who and you get to know the area, see people, they're dotted around. So it's good. But it's for me, my first. I'll be very honest. Like growing up in England, I grew up in a predominantly Bengali community. And then when I moved to when I lived in Bow, and then when I moved to the Isle of Dogs, I got exposed to a lot more English community because it's the old school miners, the Docklands workers.
You're Zach.
Literally, my neighbour was like, "You know what, Zach? How's things, mate? You know what? How's the week been? Everything good, lovely. Cheers. Say that to your dad for me. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, couscous on toast. Yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Yeah.
It was very different. So, like for me, I didn't really have much exposure to Moroccan community apart from going with my dad every Saturday to Grove. And just being like in and around the community. That's how I learned more about what Moroccans were. And as I went to uni, that's when I got exposed to Moroccans.
Okay.
You
went uni,
West a lot more. Yeah, I did. Alhamdulillah.
Well done. What did you do in uni?
I studied journalism. I call it the professional waffling degree because
I call you lot nerds, bro. That's a nerd job.
I mean, I wear glasses.
So do I, bro.
I'm automatically a nerd by wearing the glasses.
That's a very different. Yeah, go on. We might as well.
في الحلقة في اليوم في الأخبار اليوم.
Wait, listen, today I got to kick it off, man. No pun intended.
No worries.
We need to talk about an incident happening in Amsterdam involving our fellow Moroccans in Amsterdam.
Big up.
Just to give the scenario, what are they called? Maccabi.
So I'll tell you. So
go for it. You're a journalist.
Maccabi Tel Aviv is a football club out of a country that we all love and want to violate them differently. And they came into Amsterdam, hooligans basically, and their ultras went above and beyond and disrespected the local community in Amsterdam. They went to disturb, an area that's densely populated with a lot of Arabs, primarily Mgharba. So they caused a ruckus, and then they thought, there would be no repercussions. So before the game, they did nothing.
And sorry to cut you off, and just to add as well, before the game kicked off, everyone was asked to observe a minute's silence for the flood victims of Spain.
Yeah,
and these fans were singing songs while it was meant to be the 1 minute silence, and so they were was it stoking the fire?
Yeah, they were like prodding the bear,
stoking the fire.
And then they thought, we're going to get away with it. Typical fool and hooliganism. They can get away, cause problems in the city. And they thought after the game was done, they would be fine. Little did they know, a certain group of Mgharba were just waiting outside in all corners of the Johan Cruyff Arena, just dotted around, chasing them all over the city centre. Some of them, they finessed them for their cash, they finessed them for their passports, Everything. They made them jump into the river.
Hotel.
Quite literally. And then I think the most famous thing is like, this is for the children. And after I heard that, I was like,
this is for the kids.
This is for the kids.
Mother lover. Yeah.
This is for the children.
It's for the accent is weird.
This is for the children.
This is for the children, man. You've got to leave them alone. But no, والله تحية قاع خوتنا مغاربة اللي في Amsterdam.
Yeah.
We are very proud of you. I mean,
the fact that the police were just walking past while these guys were just terrorizing, you know what I'm saying, during the daytime. And I think when people saw that and the neighborhood, it's like, whoa, these men are.
But another thing that I've noticed in the media as well, what they tried to do, they tried to make out like these Tel Aviv fans were walking,
innocent,
window shopping, mind their own business, and they were chased. A pogrom, which is what happened, I think, back in the day in Russia, where people would just attack Jews for being Jews and rare. And surprisingly, one of the footage that they show, they use it on the news. Now, a lady was recording it. She sold this video to Reuters. And Reuters, they're like the number one, you probably know better than me.
One of the biggest publications.
And what they do, they supply images and stuff and the background of the images to these newspapers, and that's where they use it. Yeah. So there was a video of all these guys crossing the road chasing, and it goes, look at these Mgharba. But it turns out the people that were running chasing were the Tel Aviv fans. So it was the Tel Aviv fans running, chasing someone to beat them up, but they flipped it. They were saying rare. And then there was I think there was a video of I think it was a Mغربي, the cab driver, where they tried to like smash his windows and beat him up. They tried to attack him basically, Femsi, and they flipped it. But alhamdulillah, because of social media, because of
the truth got out.
People's direct ability to view what happened.
And listen, we don't condone violence.
We don't.
Anyway,
no, we don't.
So we don't
just
condone
please,
violence. So just to put it out there,
we do not condone any form of violence at all.
Advocating for what happened was right. It's wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, of course. We don't condone it at all, please.
We've got to remember this is for entertainment purposes. And we're just trying to give you a little message and just
banter, bruv. Banter.
But that's what it is. This is the reality of life, and this is what's really going on. And when they say there's no racism, it's racism everywhere.
No, of course.
Okay, I think we might have some footage actually.
Even the police.
Yeah, go on. You carry on talking.
So they were ripping down like Palestine flags around the city.
This is it, yeah. And this is what I saw.
And not just ripping down. They were.
There you go. There you go.
Look, this guy. He's actively climbing. He's making and. It's not like it's a low level on the ground. He's actively going out of his way to do that.
There's obviously two accomplices there.
Look. My man's gone to the second floor outside of the building. Spider-Man.
And you know what the thing is as well? Obviously, you know how like BBC and Sky were trying to be like, anti-Semitic attacks.
Yeah.
The police came out. Literally, Middle East Eye reported it. Then Al Jazeera reported it. Then Zateo came out. They said the police literally said,
"Look, there's a police there. Why the guys up on the thing? Look,
police." Yeah.
Do you understand? So
what's happened? This is when they were shouting that there's no more kids left in Gaza.
Yeah,
see all of that?
That is just
death to the arrow. Now imagine it was the other way around.
Yeah, horrible. Can't condone that for anyone. Doesn't matter like who you are, what color, like or skin or like faith you observe. Like you can't go around disrespecting people's faith beliefs and origins.
Absolutely.
And then
no. Well, you can, but there is a consequence to what you're doing. So I agree. Freedom of speech. Say what you want, but you can't control.
Be ready for the consequence.
Exactly. You can't control people's reaction to give you the consequence of what you say. So be careful what you say.
They had the right to defend themselves.
Of course.
Amsterdam,
of course,
like any other country, any other city, any other village, any other town in the world, has a right to defend themselves.
100%.
Yeah. If an invading football team came and blah blah blah, the home thing, they have a right to defend themselves.
100%.
And I will fight for the right for people to fight for their right to defend themselves. So yeah.
He said fighting for the right within like 10 seconds, like 3 times.
Fight right. But yeah, no, تحية خودنا. For Amsterdam.
Nah, and even the Amsterdam police, they came out and said it was the Maccabi Haifa fans who came out aggravated.
They made a statement.
They kick-started all of it. And
but when they got that,
of course they wouldn't, because it would defeat their agenda.
I think it was Sky News that they uploaded a reporter. She reported like, it's the Tel Aviv fan. And then they apparently they deleted it or re-edited, so they took that bit out.
Yeah, they re-edited the footage that was used.
Who's Sky owned by?
Sky is owned by a bald guy called Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, what's his background?
He is.
What's his religious beliefs?
Well, apparently, I think he is. Well, he's claimed
one of God's chosen.
Apparently,
he's one of God's chosen.
Apparently,
God's chosen Eastern European. Yeah, but there you go. I don't want to get conspiratorial or nothing, but yeah, it is what it is. Right. So yeah, that's done. Speaking of,
and staying on the subject of football. Did you not watch the game with Mugharba, what they done?
Yeah, I did.
I think onto that subject.
Listen, you see with Maghreb,
it's gone light-hearted. Go on.
Yeah, I think with Maghreb, I remember when they were younger, my dad always say, Maghreb there, but where? Like,
he's not lying though.
Back, like he said, I think it was after '98 World Cup, they had a very bad period. Of like
horrible,
like for like 2022, 21
until the last World Cup.
We were
all whack.
You see, I got the privilege of watching the '86 team.
You were so lucky.
I briefly remember
they were decent.
Yeah,
I heard they were quality.
I'm showing my age here. You know what I'm saying? '86 World Cup. I
remember that
was the best African team. You know that Morocco was the
Timor, me, Boudrebella, Zeki and goal. Karimo brothers. Was it? The strikers. Was it Khairi? Bruv, loads like Haddawi. Tahiyya Haddawi. He's a face.
So yeah, I was fortunate. But go on.
Yeah, very fortunate.
And then like
but you're right, after 98,
from 98 onwards, like I remember seeing TV like, oh mom, let's watch Maghreb. They're like, we don't watch them, they're not good anymore. So just
they're
like,
not.
And then I was like, oh cool. When the World Cup in 2018 happened, I was like, oh Morocco made it. First time in 20 years. I'm gonna watch this. I saw them and I was like, they're bad, but there's opportunity there to work with the young people, because that was when like Hakimi burst onto the scene. Was getting to the beginning of his prime. You had the Amrabat brothers. And then when it came to 2022, I don't need to say anything else. I think that story's written itself into football folklore.
Was you a proud Moroccan?
I was the Moschod that was climbing up the towers in Trafalgar delivery.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a Morocco. I was like, cool, take it with my bag into work and I'll take it. And I was like, if Morocco win, I'm going to go celebrate in Central London. And I told my manager, I apologize if I sound like I'm on death's door tomorrow. I went there and I enjoyed myself with my celebrations. It was that crazy. Even I went there after work. I didn't even know my mum was going to be there. I saw my mum in Central as well.
My mum climbing up on the bar?
No, not even that. She was the one who told me come down. She told me, how about you to know one day? Look at there.
That was
7'10" of her. Tahiyya al-walida. Love you, mum.
Both my parents, and like, do you know what it is? They got their they got their friends to come with them. All of them just came out. They said, هذه أول مرة إحنا شفنا مغرب دازوا فوق.
There you go. Bruv, Spain, and again, like.
But you see Homa, you see the area.
It went mad. It went mad.
Did you come down here to watch it?
I came to the game against Portugal. Yeah. I came to Portugal. The
game against Spain was, for me.
I can't remember which one. Which one was on Goulburn?
Yeah, the one on Goulburn.
Both of them.
Where Trellick is.
No, we done one on Goulburn,
Spain,
and then we done the one underneath the
Trellick.
Underneath,
Trellick was Portugal. Was Spain and Portugal.
No, it was Spain and Portugal. It was two games.
Both the games.
Yeah.
France was under the bridge at Portobello.
Okay, yeah.
I knew we was going to lose to France.
No, I think everyone knew.
I knew in my heart.
Everyone knew, because you know what? We're going up against like the previous.
It's not that.
We had injuries.
It's not just that. My thing was, we didn't go through on skill. It's not like we played beautiful football. We didn't do that. We went through on pure grit and
hard skill, bro. That's
hard nose. Not really. Grit is not a skill.
But wait, Salah. Okay, you got grit. You need the skill to stop them balls from going in the back of the net. Okay?
Not really. You need
your players need to be putting in the work, bro.
No. But
your defenders have got to put in overtime.
Putting effort in is not a skill. It's not a skill. But again, it's not a bad thing. Like, we grinded, bro. We showed everyone. You know what it was? It was the.
I don't want to get to argue with this, man.
I'm right on this. Anyone that knows about football,
you're not right on this. You're not right.
You know what? I challenge anyone. Watch the highlights of the game.
You're not right on this.
And tell me it was mad. It was a proper skill game.
It's not. I never said it was a skill. You got to have skill to stop the ball from going in the back of the net, bro.
Not really.
You can't just run around like headless chickens and not have an idea.
No.
Because you're enthusiastic and you're determined.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll let you lot finish.
I'll stop it. I'll step in just to say something. So, where as good as it is having grit against Spain, we were so lucky that they didn't. They hit the post like 4 times in the last 5 minutes of the second half.
So you're saying luck as well, yeah. But I'm saying grit, like to stop goals going in is hard graft. And Morocco, we worked so hard that you said injuries. We were tired. By the time we got to France just had too much ammo. They had Mbappe. They got the whole team sick.
I mean, to be honest, Amrabat clamped him. I was like, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're crazy.
I'm doing this for the Moroccan people, Mbappe. That's South African. That's not even Dutch, man.
And he goes, nah, I'm from the Netherlands, and then my name's Sofian, and I'm going to make sure that when we do the game, we do it for people.
He's doing it very good.
Like, he goes, you see this guy? Wallahi, the best manager ever. Like, when Walid was being interviewed by Duzem.
Yeah.
Now, Duzem, bear in mind, the guy who interviewed doesn't know a word of English.
Yeah.
He's just there in French. He goes, this guy, the best guy ever, man. Like,
is he a good manager, or did he get lucky with the team that he's got? Kind of like
I think it was right place, right time, right circumstance. I'll tell you why. So right place, right time. Maghreb needed a change of style. They needed someone from the home countries, because I think the last 4 managers have all been like French speaking. You had had Renard. I can't remember who the manager was.
Oh, non-Moroccans, yeah. I remember Renard, Jean, what's it now? He was
some other guy, and the Bosnian French guy that he now manages Algeria.
Look, they were so unimportant that I can't remember. I remember the French bit. I remember this brother that we play in Ras
Lavoca.
We know my man, do you understand?
ديرونية
ولا خاصكم تثقوا في الروس. لا التليدين ديالنا ما راحوش من هنايا. اسبانيا، فرنسا، بلجيكا، هولندا، كندا.
Michelle everywhere. Yeah, but I think, I don't think I want to sound like a negative Nancy, bruv. I don't think we'll accomplish that again. Not in my lifetime, anyway.
I think. I'll be very realistic.
We just need to win African nations. That's all I'm worried about.
I don't think we will, man.
Look, African nations is...
It's our kryptonite.
This is the problem, right? See, this is the problem with 2026, yeah? In mid-Jan...
Turn your phones off, please. Very unprofessional on the set.
Hey, man, it's me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Off of his head. Off of his head.
He's an important man.
What's that, Uber Eats? The Uber Eats driver. Hey, bro, I'm outside. I'm outside, man. Come down.
Come down, more like...
Come down. The lift is broken.
Do you know the amount of times it's just like it's just a small segue. Amount of times I've ordered Deliveroo and the guy goes, "Oh, I can't come in the door. Can you come down, please?" I was like, "Call this. The number is there."
But he might be worried about his bike getting nicked, so I don't blame them.
No, I live in a new build, so I've got double
private security. Yeah, and come
No, I don't live in the fancy.
How did you get your Deliveroo drivers from football?
From your Deliveroo call, from the driver that called you.
Figure out what I missed out there. Come like I missed the whole conversation. We had the time warp. I literally got up and come back. They were talking about Deliveroo driver from football. Well, bro.
Nah, just because he said Uber Eats, I was like, just in terms of deliveries and Deliveroo.
There, bro.
It was Uber Eats calling you.
Man went in time.
Sorry about that.
Now, I tell them to look, buzz through the door. I've got 2 sets of doors that they can securely lock their bike in the bottom of the lift.
Are we still talking about Deliveroo?
No, Deliveroo now. Now we're back to football. Afcon, the problem is in 2026, Afcon is in mid-Jan to like mid-Feb.
Yeah.
If Morocco go all the way and they do well. The World Cup is literally 6 months, is less than 6 months later in June.
So, hang on. So, is it African Nations 2025?
It was supposed to be in summer.
2025.
Yeah. But the problem is, in Maghreb. But the problem is, we know Maghreb in summer is too hot.
It's not that hot. I mean,
do you know what I think it is?
Big stadiums, Marrakesh, Rabat,
Fes. Couple of fans in there.
No. He's right in what he's saying. He's right.
Because Qatar, they delayed it, innit? It was like towards the end of the year.
Qatar initially said, they're going to be fine. Then
they got
the year before,
in the stadiums, bro. They had
even then, it was still hot. Like, it was 30 degrees at like a kickoff that was after Dhuhr. Because all their kickoffs were after Dhuhr.
Yeah.
And it was like, they even said 30 degrees. Because in football, the rules are simple. Anything over 27 degrees
is unplayable.
It's not unplayable. It's you must by default now have a cooling break.
Yeah, because that's what they've done, the cooling break.
Yeah, half an hour.
But they've done that in the Euros. Germany is not that hot of a country. But when it reaches like, because you got to remember, like the temperature we feel around us is not as hot as it would be on the pitch.
It's going to be warmer.
Because you've got, obviously, heat coming down.
Body heat as well.
Body heat transfer across.
Yeah, but if you're getting a couple of $100,000 a week, man, it's like, just do it, innit? I mean, don't moan. Go, you're getting $200,000 a week. Stop being...
Well, if I didn't eat too much malawi and semen, I would be a pro footballer, but I ate too much of that, so I'm here.
Wallah. Yeah, unfortunately for us. No, I'm joking.
These pro footballers make way too much money, bro.
Yeah, they're thievers, man. I'm not playing above 27 degrees, no. It must be stipulated in the contract.
Do you know what was so funny? See Rodri complained about playing bare games, too many games in a season. Literally 2 days later, man bust up his ACL. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. So I think with Maghreb, if we can win Afcon on home soil, I'll be happy because I don't care what would happen at the World Cup.
Can you see that happening though? Because Maghreb, it seems whenever we play against African teams, like they just out physical us. Like it's not. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. We
do need a lot of new players because Sofiane Amrabat and Ghanem Seysen, they're hitting the ends of their peaks.
They're coming up, bro.
Yeah,
you got to remember the young team that won the World Cup. You got to remember the team that won the World Cup just recently. The under was it under 21s or something?
No, they done the Olympics. They got
not that. I'm talking about the under 21s. There was an under
21s or under 19s.
Was it under 19s?
I think it was under 19s.
Was it under 19s?
I don't think the World Cup.
They won the World Cup, bro. They won the World Cup. Yeah, bro.
Mr. Producer, can we Google that?
They won it, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
they won it, bro.
Do they need to start looking more in England? Because there's
a load. Yeah, they do.
There's a lot of Maghreb that like obviously they've done the France thing. They do the Spain thing.
They always do the Holland.
But is it time for them to come to England and search?
We don't have players that are playing. This is one of my
high level in England.
And I've mentioned this a lot, and I speak to a lot of my black brothers and brethren, and I ask them like, why is the Premier League only consist of white, black, and mixed race players? You understand?
Yeah.
So this is why Moroccans will never come up the ranks because we don't have British-born Moroccans that play in the top tiers. In the top tiers, do you understand?
Yeah, I know
and
someone.
The England squad, as I said, consists of black, white, and mixed race players. It doesn't. It stops there.
I was gonna do it.
You was gonna do what?
Yeah, the football thing. Yeah.
What was you going to do?
Yeah, I got offered a contract at Arsenal. Footballer, long.
Yeah, no. So I think that's the problem, Zach.
Yeah.
That's why
play above 27.
Like
for me,
it, bro.
We don't have enough.
I've said
we're hoping your nephew, Zach. By the way, his nephew plays pro football.
Shut up.
Maybe.
Tell him in there, but when the chance comes, Raslavoka calls you go Maghreb.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I just don't think he will because currently, Allahumma barik, they're in League One, innit? They're in League One.
Bro.
So look, League One of English football is better than a lot of
Maghreb.
Yeah, exactly. The levels.
How did I explain it? I even spoke to Super about this, and I told him, "Do you know what Maghreb Botola reminds me of? Reminds me of like step 3 at National League.
Yeah,
it's semi-pro quality.
Yeah, I was gonna say semi-pro. Yeah, like was it the Ryman's League? Whatever it's called.
It's getting better now.
It's improving.
Vanarama now.
I mean, look. I mean. You've seen the stadiums, how packed they are in Maghreb when it's, especially, like the derbies, like Raja and Wydad and even Tanja.
Then you got the Rabat Fez derby.
Exactly. So
you got the North
players
derby.
are making decent money now, bruv. Players are making, players before, from what I remember growing up, a lot of these pro footballers in Maghreb, they had jobs. They
were working full-time
They were working and they were playing for this club and that club. Whereas there, they're making some good...
Serious
some
income.
good floors, yeah, man.
Do you know what I want to ask? I want to kind of get back onto Zach a little bit now.
Go on,
and about your thing and what you're doing with your TikTok and how did you kind of stumble across doing it and what made you kind of?
So initially when I started, I used to just make you know how there's those comedy sketches, so Kevin Hart, John Mulaney, if you know John Mulaney, just typical comedies. I would just do the voiceovers, but do different scenarios of what I would do, and I tried to do that. And then I realized it's not really working. I got 1,000 followers. It's decent, but I need to do something that's unique to me that makes me feel myself. So I kid you not, Mr. Producer, go on to Zach's World TV on my YouTube channel and I'll show you exactly what I mean.
And he's plugged it as well. Smart move.
That's
that journalism degree, bro. I'm telling you.
No, but I'll show you the very video that you need to watch to see what blew me up on the TikTok scene. Because when I went to...
Say that again?
The couscous video.
Yeah, no. It's not the couscous video. If you click on my profile...
Couscous it's not.
So you see the first video there? There was a first video there. It should click into that. It should be ZWTV because there was a DAZN template. Click onto my profile. Not that one. No. If you go back a page.
He's a bit slow. You gotta go easy on him.
See the top one there? Click my name there. There we go. Forget that. Scroll down to my actual channel. So because that's like a Sunday league. So that's I run a Sunday league.
Okay,
team
so you
as
also
well.
do a Sunday league.
Yeah, I've been doing it for
perfect.
4 seasons. This is
Okay.
the 4th season we're in now.
Talk about that now as well.
Whereabouts are you lot?
East. So we
East
play
London.
like East Essex Corinthian.
Come big them up, man. Big up your team, man. We're at it.
Shout out
London
there.
Legacy. London Legacy.
London
All my boys.
Legacy.
All my boys there. Love you, man. No, scroll up. So you see, it says my name. See, it says my channel name. Click onto my channel name.
That's the one.
Once you click onto it, filter to videos to my shorts,
So go to shorts.
and then scroll and then change it to popular.
On the top, scroll all the way up.
All to the top, and
All
then
the way
change
up.
it to popular.
No, you got to scroll all the way up. No, the videos.
Because
Bruv, do you speak English? Oh, khoya.
There you go. So,
Oh.
so just change to popular.
And it should be the most popular video first.
If you scroll down, so the second one was not the first one that went viral for me. It was the first one. Open it, and show T and Sal, because you lot will laugh at how silly I was. This is what COVID.
we better laugh because you're putting a lot of pressure on us to laugh.
I've seen it already.
COVID-
but I
COVID,
know what I'm getting myself in for.
It's
See if he's got a rhythm or not.
no, you'll see.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
My man's stealing my moves.
Go on, son.
These are my go-tos.
That's what Saleh does when he has a fag.
My favourite's the fishing one.
That's Saleh looking for a fag.
There's T when his Uber driver don't turn up.
No, and that's Saleh when he's had a fag. So that's after he's had a fag. And that's him waiting for a new one. Yalla, we go and have another one, yeah? Come on, let's go and have a quick one. You sure? That's
So
whack,
I did 7 parts of them.
Wicked.
And it was like part 4 was when the one where like it was the same time at the World Cup as well.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going out to celebrate with Mugharba.
Yeah.
And it's not like people my age. It's people
Oldest, my
like
age.
older. No, genuinely the olders, like the British Mugharba that were born here.
My age.
The
My age
elders,
as
they'll
well.
come in. Oh, my granddad, my grandparent, so my granddad loves you.
Because it's traditional thing, innit?
I was like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
mean? He goes, Jadid, like, one lady said, oh, Jadid's 90 years old, but he loves watching funny stuff on TikTok and YouTube.
yeah.
So because to pass time, obviously
Yeah.
we tell him in it, like, oh, this is what he's got. So she showed him my video and he goes, I had all funny and then like, innocent. So everyone's like, oh, keep up your stuff, it's good.
Tell
And
him
he
put you in the will. He
just
like
gave
me
me-
that much. والحش سيني
راكونترا عمي سلينا الله يعزك. And it was like from that moment when people were congratulating me for like trying to just be authentic, it's what allowed me to just like double down on it and be a bit more authentic. So like
Pick you up for that, man.
I
Yeah, well
tried
done,
to
man.
stay true to myself because
Keeping it real and keeping it tradition, man.
I think what is tough as well, because amongst a lot of North African creators, the struggles I see them go through is that they don't stay authentic to who they are.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking, Akhay?
I'm 27,
So
alhamdulillah.
that's the halawa and that's the beauty of it.
But
If a man
it's,
like you, youngster, who's not kind of
Yeah.
falling into this Western culture.
Nah, I'm
you're
very
kind of
old
intact,
school.
Yeah, and you're intact with your culture.
Yeah,
I like that.
I try to like, do you know what it is? I thank my mum and my dad for making me like the way I am now as a Maghrebi.
MashaAllah, alayhum.
Because
Alayhum, look, bro.
you know what, like, you've probably seen lots of Maghreba my age that barely speak Darija or don't speak at all.
They don't at all.
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
My age.
Yeah, there's there's elders I've come across.
Don't speak the language at all, not even a word.
And for me, so to understand, like everyone tells me, oh, what's your first language? I'm like, Arabic. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, Moroccan Arabic to be specific. Oh no, but you speak English perfectly. I was like, yeah, because in school. But as soon as I got home,
Moroccan, yeah.
code switch.
It's all about accent as well, though, isn't it, bro?
Yeah.
ما دارجة look صراحة أنا أعرف أنظر الدارجة ولكن كي كمشي مغرب نارك يضحكوا عليا. They think my Darija is weak, and I'll be very honest, it probably is.
كيفاش كيضحكوا عليك؟ ما فهمتك شيء.
Is it the same for you, man, as well? Is it the same for you, lot? Yeah. When you lot go back, yeah, it's the same. It's amazing. So you think you speak good here, innit?
I think I
When you
speak
go
good,
back-
but when I go back home, I get humbled. I get humbled.
Yeah, but I mean, look, that's unfair. Like, even when I go, like, my dad is just quite good, but when I go there, blah, blah, I'm gonna fluff up a couple of words, rare. But what do you expect? I don't live there. And I'm age to me.
Saraha,
Go
for
on.
me, when I'm in Morocco,
You
man don't know whether I'm born there or if I'm
Yeah.
born from London. So My Moroccan, alhamdulillah, is good.
No, the same. My Moroccan's good.
And the Hasha. No,
it's-
mine is Hasha.
Yeah, but it's never gonna be
Like
that
Hasha
level.
high low.
The most I'll get is how old was you when you went first مشيتي الإنجليز?
Yeah.
Like خلقتي هنا ولكن كبرتي ليه فهمتي؟ But when I tell them no, I'm born and raised there, they're like, right, actually your Arabic's like not
Pretty
bad.
decent. They think like because of most of their experiences is that people that like the diaspora that live across the world. I'll be very honest. You
Is
see,
it
like,
diaspora or diaspora? I
Diaspora.
never know how it's pronounced.
I've always said this.
What does that mean?
Diaspora.
It's basically a group of people that are
dispersed from their original
land that's
country.
spread out.
Okay.
So like مغاربة in Europe, that's the Moroccan diaspora.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks there's
Diaspora.
bare Moroccans like in Europe. Really, there's bears in America.
Hey man, what do you
There's a
mean?
big community out
There's a
there, isn't there?
massive community. Like there's a little place. Like you know how we've got Goben and Grove and Portobello. Like Ma'amne and Mgharba. In America, New York in particular, there's a little place
New
called
York.
Little Astoria. Mgharba and Algerians.
That's near Little Italy, isn't it?
No, it's
Is that in the Bronx?
it's next to Queens. It's not in Bronx. Little Astoria is a little bit outside of Manhattan.
York, stand up, man.
So
It's an Arab community.
Mgharba,
Mainly Moroccans, man. Mainly Moroccans, you know?
and Egyptians.
Okay.
Moroccans and Egyptians mainly. Lebanese have started to flood in
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
but mainly Moroccans and Egyptians. Because you got to remember, like after the wars, the same way Mgharba جاو هنايا قام كونترا باش يمشيو تما
yeah,
يعدلوا.
New York,
I
yeah.
got a few friends in America, man.
I got some family, but they live
In
in
Orlando and
They're on the west.
Orlando's a nice place. I've heard my brother went there. He said it was amazing.
Auckland as well.
Auckland, like New Zealand, Auckland.
Yeah.
That's far.
Yeah, so I got mine.
Wait, Auckland or Oakland?
Oakland. Where the Nike
Oakland's California.
Where's the Nike factory?
Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
That's like northwest.
Yeah,
where
Washington,
Portland,
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, well, it's towards that.
Portland, Oregon. Oregon State, but Portland, northwest, like
Yeah.
above California. It's far. There's loads of Moroccans over there. And I thought, oh,
Big up Khalid. Big up my brethren. Khalid.
Tahiyya Khalid. Hey man, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
What up, man? Salam alaikum, khoya.
but like the thing is, when you see like American Moroccans and you like hear Moroccans, like everyone thinks, oh, they're Europeans, they speak the language. No, when I chat to them in Darija, and we try to stick to that route. We always have discussions like, oh, when we become parents or when we get married and we have children and our grandchildren, what are we gonna do? Because we're in an era where we speak 2 languages, sometimes even 3. Some Moroccans speak 4 fluently.
See, that's what I've had. See, I'm like, alhamdulillah, I'm married. My wife's Moroccan as well. Same, born and raised here.
Alhamdulillah.
We've got 5 kids, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, man.
And we didn't really speak Moroccan with them, bro. Like, it's a big regret that I have. Like alhamdulillah, some of my older ones, they're self-teaching. Like, wallah, YouTube's such a good tool,
They're
bro.
around Mgharba as well.
Yeah, they're around Mgharba, and but a lot of it, like a lot of the phrases that they get, wallah, just from YouTube. Like, they'll come up to me and say, Dad, how do you pronounce this word? And I'll tell them, or they'll say, Dad, what does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know every single thing. But nah, alhamdulillah, like when we go Maghreb, they're confident and but yeah, I think that it's a dilemma, bro. Because remember, our parents had to speak to us in Moroccan.
Yeah, they had no choice.
That's all they knew. My mom couldn't speak. Well, maybe she could have. She'll say she
but
did.
she probably chose not to specifically to keep
and
in touch with the roots.
alhamdulillah she didn't, because I've known how to speak there. Whether it was messed up when I was young and blah blah blah, I've always understood. When I go Maghreb, I always knew how to commute, how to go shop, how to chat to this one. If this one swore at me, how to swear back. And, like, I've always known how to.
Look, as I say to all young Moroccans out there, go to your country. If you can take time out and spend a few months
Just
there
go live there for a
to
couple
live,
months. Wallah.
yeah, not to
just
holiday.
forget your life. Just go for 6 months. Forget college. Forget work.
No. So, do you hear what I just said?
Just
If
save
you're
up
able-
£25,000 or euros or dollars and move back.
Nah, he's right though. He's right.
If
Nah,
you're
it's a
able
good
to go and spend time in your country, believe me, it will be the biggest
Blessing.
to
Yeah,
yourself.
wallah, man.
Because that was for me, and I say it all the time. I've said it on previous shows before. That was one of the biggest things for me. to
Yeah.
go
How
to
long did you
Morocco.
go again?
I only come up because my passport was running out and I didn't want to do it in Morocco. Let me just go back
life.
to England and whatnot.
Jidded kul shay.
Or like
I was getting worried for you. I remember when you went.
That was getting worried.
The helmet was quiet. I was like, right, where's...
He's like, nah, man, my podcast is going to struggle without my comments.
This was years ago, man.
Years
Look,
ago.
I tell you what it did for me. Anyone that knows me knew I was I was big. You understand?
Hench.
Yeah,
Massively,
Mr.
And
Hench.
I decided that's
He
when I'm
is the
gonna
real
change
Mr. T.
change my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Go down to Morocco, lose weight, you know what I mean, get fit and look after myself and whatnot. So
What
as I
happened?
said,
You bat bastard.
see what I got to deal with. Mental, innit? Mental. But I recommend it to anyone. But yeah, Zach, carry on, man. It's the Zach show, yeah. It's the Zach now, not you.
No, I think because these are the conversations I have with my age mates that like my boys that speak Darija, and we always have the same discussion. Like when we get to having kids, we have to make sure that we teach them what our parents taught us.
A concise effort. You have to make
make a conscious effort. And listen, Arabic school. If you're gonna send them Arabic school, send them to one where it's run by a Maghrebi. Because then they get
the Arabic schools are not the same as before.
Salah, bruv, you see Arabic school,
but Muhim, as long as they're in an environment where they learn.
The ones that used to get man, we used to get
I used to get that as well.
I miss that era, so alhamdulillah. Because
did you lot have that? Sorry, because I got a couple of my I got some Pakistani brothers.
Pakistan Zindabad, shout out all the PK.
Very similar lifestyles and whatnot. See the Arabic schools in England, did you lot used to get hit by the teachers?
Literally hold legs in it.
Tradition. I said, do the karate kid lock me.
Crucified, like what?
Bro, these men were ex-martial art, kung fu instructors. What is it? Arabic skills.
What is it with like most Maghrebi like Arabic school teachers that I've heard stories about from the older generation? They were either karate or taekwondo.
Or
they'd
judo.
lick off your head or judo. They would slam you into the ground and be like, hold licks. Nah.
Ninja stars a lot, bro. You want to see what these do to support out?
Yeah, one of them used to have a wooden. One guy had a wooden ruler. Yeah, I was doing that. But there was one. I used to go to Regent's Park Mosque.
Human rights come into it. Human rights. Bruv. Hey, man, see they're playing games with him.
There was no snitching.
Yeah.
No snitching, that's right, bro.
Nah, you couldn't tell anyone. You couldn't tell anyone. It's not one of them.
You take your licks and done, bro.
But the problem that I found with Arabic schools in this modern day and age, with my kids anyway, I put them in it when they were younger. But they were coming back learning Quran, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, of course.
But that's not what they're there to do. They're there, teach them alif, ba, ta, tha. Teach them that. Teach them how to read. Teach
them how to write.
Yeah, Dad, I learned surah this, that. Okay, good. Allahumma barik. Good. But this is not what I'm paying for. They're not learning Arabic. I'm not. Am I shouting?
Nah, I think what he's saying is it's from
waste of money, like $6 a month, $9 a month, blah blah blah. And they're not learning Arabic. I'm like, Assalamu alaikum, كيف حالك? They're like, what? Yes. قول أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس. I'm like, no. كيف حالك? They're like, yeah. Oh, sorry. تبت يدا أبي اللهب الوتاب. Nah, man. This ain't Arabic. This is Quran, man. I'm like, yo, teacher. It's just, like I'm not mocking, but that's the truth. Tahiyya, all the Arabic teachers. But I think the game's changing there. But
yeah, for me, obviously, my old Arabic school teacher, I'm still in good contact with him. I call him Mr. Munir because he's one of the best teachers I've ever had.
His name Munir by any chance?
Yeah,
I'd have to. I knew it.
He helped me get my Arabic GCSE.
Oh wow, GCSE.
Yes, I did my GCSEs in that. So I did an Arabic exam.
GCSE.
Wallah, there's an Arabic GCSE. They don't do it I don't think they do it anymore because there's not enough people that wanted to. But in my
they still do it.
time,
my daughter done it like last year. Yeah, she just done it last year.
But you're in West where there's a massive community. I'm from East. Remember that. There's not a massive Arabic.
Yeah, but she But she like again.
Did she go private to pay or like?
No, secondary school.
Okay.
They done it in her school.
Okay, cool.
So it was an actual exam. I don't think it was GCSE, but it was an actual exam at school that she done, and she, alhamdulillah, she passed.
Alhamdulillah, we love that.
Yeah.
So look, I want to ask you, going back onto the subjects on your page and whatnot. And YouTube.
Yeah.
So where do you plan to kind of take this thing here now? Have you had any approaches yet? Have you is there any people that you want to jump on and collab with? Is there
I made
projects. Talk to us.
So in terms of projects, there are some stuff I want to do. I'm obviously going to Qatar in like a week and a bit.
Inshallah,
so I'm gonna go watch Formula 1. I got put onto Formula 1 by one of my brethrens. And I like the sport and I also like this. I got into the sport a lot more because of the series Drive to Survive on Netflix.
Yeah.
It shows you the proper workings of it, and you see how complex
driving
it
a sport. Really?
100. Wallah, everyone says this. It's not. Wallah, I give them so much respect because the amount of endurance.
You can give them respect, but is it a sport?
Of course it is because you're driving nearly 400 kilogram car that drives up to 200 miles an hour, and when you're turning right at a high speed corner at like 120 miles an hour and pulling 6 Gs, your insides are shifting over, so you've got to train your core to sit in that place while turning.
My brethren Ashraf does that every day, bruv. Tahiyya Ash. Shout out Ash, man.
Race it, listen, driving on M-ways at like 70, 80 miles an hour.
Listen, Smahliya, Bun Formula 1. Driving to Maghrib. Doing the Portsmouth to the Bilbao. Santander to Khozina Wallah, that's a sport, khay. Wallah. Wait,
that one's when Maghraba, do you know what Maghraba do on those road trips? Tell me I'm wrong about this.
I can do it. I can do it on 7 minutes.
When they get to Lido or like Al Khayma, what do? They go in
Ammar
El Bocadillo, the tuna. No, the tuna with mate shot on it. That is what they use. It's
With
that.
harar.
It's the go-to
And a
sandwich.
and a
Every
tortilla.
Maghrebi uncle, father,
And a
man that
tortilla.
drives
And a
towards
tortilla.
Maghreb.
Have you done that drive?
I've done it many a time.
Salah, let us go back into the subject. Okay? خلينا من the
Go on.
subject.
Nah, he just said it's a sport, and I don't think it
Carry on
is.
talking about the sport. Bro,
So
please.
I'm
Let
going to
people know.
Qatar for the first time, and I've only heard good things about it because my friend who worked in the NHS here, he now works in a medical center over there
brilliant.
because he got hired directly by someone that's like high up in government, and he told him come work for me over here, and I'll tell you what it like. He's like, oh, what do you want? He goes, oh, it's a lot of job. I like where I'm working. We get paid well. He goes, cool. Written number. He told me written number on a paper and told him, heck, talk to me when you're ready. Literally 3 days later,
Was he
spent-
ready straight away?
he was the same
Money
week,
talks, bro.
packed his stuff and
Yeah,
he said,
I bet he
I'm going. The guy told him, you got two options. I can either provide you housing for a year, then you look after yourself, or I'll uplift your bread and you look after the house and you go find
do
your own home.
your own thing.
He said, uplift it and I'll look my own thing. He found a house within weeks and he's been living there now for 2 years now.
MashaAllah.
He said it's the best decision he's ever made.
So this is your plan then?
It's to look at, for me, I was very against moving out of the UK because of my family and of being close to access to Maghreb as well, because driving or flying, I don't really like the driving because I hate sitting down. I'm very fidgety.
It's a sport, bro. It's a sport.
I would consider driving to Maghreb its own unique Olympic sport.
Oh, 100 million percent.
But yeah, it's going to be it's the first time I'm going to the Middle East, so it's going to be an eye opener for me to see as an opportunity. What could I do to move there? And I was like, oh, you can move to Dubai because it's amazing. I'm not going to move to Dubai because it's literally little central London at this point. It's it's like a mix of Canary Wharf and Kensington.
Like at age in the summer.
Quite literally, No, but
That's all you hear. Wagwan. Wagwan,
blood.
What are we saying, bruv?
I know, man.
What, you here, yeah?
What, you bunking work here? No, and you're ends here, man.
See Morocco in the summer. That's what it's like. Yeah, welcome, blood. Yeah, we say, blood.
You see your neighbours in Morocco, you fly one day, you see on the Beckett, oh, right, my bedroom, you're on the flat. Yeah, I said, no worries, I'll see you in Hammer when we get there.
Man's with you on the plane, bro. Man's tapping you on the shoulder. Welcome, we saying, blood.
So,
last night, he didn't tell you he was getting on the flight. Yeah, we saying, blood.
Even the pilot. Yeah, Wagwan, ladies and gentlemen. Before this flight, we are...
He goes, so you dirty your sedative for
Wagwan. Wagwan become.
yeah.
So you're gonna start like doing like sketches out there. You're gonna kind of.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
so
are you going?
my YouTube
you're
stuff?
professionally. You're going there to do maybe the khidmah that you do during the day, or you going there like in terms of.
I'm going there for a holiday. Like I'm actually
First
going
of all,
Qatar for a proper holiday, like
Inshallah.
a proper break, because the last holiday I had was going to Maghreb for a week for my sister's wedding. That's it.
That's not even a holiday.
It's not a holiday. It was there. It was literally there. I went there, did everything with it, and came back because I had a job at the time that I didn't really like, but I only had like a short holiday allowance.
Yeah.
But where I'm at, because I work in education, my holiday year started in September, so I qualified for like a lot of holidays. So they said, "Oh, you can take time. Yeah, that's fine. Just can't take like the results days because obviously you need to be there to help with distribution of results, records, and all that stuff." So I was like, "Cool. All my holidays will be done by then because it's too expensive to go anyway."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, I'll go Qatar, man." And yeah, from what I've seen, we've already booked everything. Like we booked it like a year in advance.
Okay.
Qatar's amazing, man. Like look at that.
That's Arish, isn't it?
I wish.
Oh, well, look, there's.
Souq Waqif, Souq Waqif is there.
Yeah.
It's a really, really nice place, man. Like,
Oh, is this Qatar?
Yeah.
I
Like,
thought this is Ramp one. It's a bit dirt.
It looks like Souq صغير.
It's not gonna, bruv, it's only around the corner when you start talking like that, bruv. The Roach is already getting there, bro.
No, it is. No, wallah al-adim, it really is.
Arish is getting a lot more better. So, like, in terms of like aspirations and like goals and dreams, traveling the world is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where like I always wanted to do when I was young, but the only issue was flus. Because to go everywhere nowadays is expensive. But alhamdulillah, this opportunity came. Me and my brethren spoke about it. We did all the maths for it.
Well done.
We got everything sorted within like 6 months of planning.
Alhamdulillah, bro.
So it's a very big like opportunity. Like I want the young one.
Put it out there, let the people know.
Go explore the world, man. Go. There's so many places, corners to see. Like go to the north of Norway when it's chucking it down with snow.
Is that where
And
the
you can
Northern
see
Lights?
Yeah. I went to Oslo and I saw a glimpse of it, but it wasn't strong enough for me to capture a picture.
Yeah.
But so I said, when I get the chance, I want to go to a place called Tromsø, which is you got to fly to Oslo first, and then fly from Oslo to Tromsø because there's no direct flights from other airports. But Tromsø is like it's like them skiing villages.
Yeah.
But the Northern Lights are amazing.
But the Northern Lights guaranteed. It's not a guaranteed thing though.
No, in a specific time of year, it is guaranteed.
Oh, okay.
It's guaranteed for like 6 weeks.
And they've got those little outdoor igloo things that you can chill in, I think.
Yeah, like it's like an igloo slack hotel type.
Yeah, I've seen them. It looks alright.
Yeah, it looks
alright,
pretty
man.
decent. In terms of like my content stuff,
There you go.
the dream is to hopefully one day like make.
Plug your channel, man. Plug your channel.
Zaxworld TV, ZAKSWORLD TV.
We'll put the information over here.
Yeah, we'll have it up on the
Some animation on the screen will be here for you lot to have a look at.
You got TikTok as well. And you
I
got
do.
Instagram?
It's the same handles. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. All of them are the same handles.
Are you on? Was it Muzmatch as well? Zach's World TV.
Do you know what? I'll tell you now. I made a video on it. The app is terrible. No. I wish I was joking. Wallah, that is the most viral video I've had to this day on YouTube. I spoke about Muzmatch twice, and I spoke about another app called Salams, and I said this is basically Muslim Tinder.
Oh my God.
Is it that bad, yeah?
Listen. All I can say is whatever guys that created, it's halal dating. As ما كانت حاجة halal about dating, man. بعدوا مني.
Me and T gonna sign up.
You're a married man, bro.
I'm allowed 4. Nah, I'm joking. Edit that out. Wife's gonna God. Come on, see it. See she's watching. She's a subscriber. It was a joke. It was we pre-planned it too. Well, no, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, me and Salah have joined it up. As a matter of fact, we've already joined.
Hey,
It's Salah's profile.
technical issues. We're gonna have to cut the podcast short. Anyway, don't forget to share, subscribe, and all that. Nah, but I'm obviously only joking.
I spoke about the app of my experiences on it, and thing is, my mum found it quite funny when she watched it, because I was expecting to be judged. My mum laughed at it. She goes, "Is he the type of people you meet on these stupid apps?"
I don't even know, bro.
She was like, she told me, she goes, "Liberated, تعرف على شي واحد, let me know." Like, and for me, I'm still at that stage where I'm reluctant to do so. But I said, if I get to 35 and I've not found out, I was like, Mum, I'm not gonna lie. يلا مشو مغربي قلبه شي وحده. His face is like, no.
Why Maghreb, bruv?
Listen,
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
that's a last resort, and there's no hope, and there's no hope for me. There's no hope. This is like it's last beyond what is last of what is last.
What,
That's
bottom
how
of the
last it is.
barrel?
It's beyond that. No, not bottom of the barrel.
there's good people everywhere.
There's beautiful people everywhere.
No, في ممشي.
Yeah.
We'll talk after.
Like I said, like it's like a proper last resort. Like for me, I would ideally like a British.
Yeah, because it's easier.
Because it's just much easier. I'm not opposed to like not marrying a non-Moroccan, but as long as they're Muslim. But ideally, for convenience.
Itching my hand.
Just talking about it again.
Marriages.
It's just one of those things that I've come to terms with it. So I'm like, cool. I know what I need. I know what needs to be done personally in my life, and I'm working towards those small things.
Do you first work on yourself? Make sure you get to where you need to get.
100%.
So you prefer with
you're still young, like 27.
You want to marry Moroccan?
Yeah, that's my preference.
So you're cool with your racism and that you're very open about it and.
I mean, I would not call it. I wouldn't. I think it's just one of them things. Like,
it's just easier.
We gotta be multicultural. Like, you can still be multicultural.
You don't have to be,
but like,
it's not wajib.
It's not wajib. If it was wajib, different story. But there's always a preference. Like, you can say, "Oh, I like this person. I like that person." But preference will always take.
Brother, point. My advice: if you find a good one, and قابله بيك and you're راضي بها,
يصبر وحده.
آمين يا ربي يا ربي يا ربي عونه. We get invited to his wedding next year.
Inshallah.
Huh? Yeah, Amin. Type in Amin in the comments,
please. Amin in the comments for that one, yeah, please. Please, Amin in the comments, guys.
Wait, if we get more than 10,000 likes, we'll forcefully marry him and record it. It'll be on the next episode.
Imagine that. You know that program that they've got on now? That
what, 90 Day Fiance?
No,
I would never do that.
No, Married at First Sight.
Oh no.
Imagine they've done that.
Oh no.
They've been doing that. We've been doing it for years anyway.
Yeah.
No.
We've been doing it for years, but I'd like to see an updated version of it.
Bro, I saw a photo.
I'd like to see, bro.
I saw a photo of my mom and dad when they on their wedding day.
Bro, was
it a typical?
My mom, Allahumma barik, beautiful, mashallah.
Was it a typical nonchalant?
My dad smiling. He weren't a looker, bro.
Was your dad punching?
And I said, way above his weight.
Your dad punching?
He was my dad, bro.
Big up, dad. Big up, dad.
And I said to my mum,
Yes.
I said, was dad living in England at that time? She went, yeah. I said, She started cracking up.
أعطوني فيزا وباسبور من الكازال مارسي.
Oh man. تحية الوالد
Visa passport for real.
Do you know what it is? Like, even like being a young
What is love? Anyway. Zaki, don't hurt me.
My Bridget's got ADHD, but it's official.
You know
Do you know what? Do you know what that does? It actually segues into a lot of another topic that's just come to mind.
Stop using the word segue, bro.
Oh, what? The little two-wheel thing is. But like, it leads on very well to my next question to you two, because obviously you can probably educate me.
I got married young, bruv. Good guys like me get taken off the shelf. Quick things, bruv.
No,
sorry.
It's not the question. So this is the question. So like, do you think a lot of the younger people nowadays lack the sort of like the honorable values and traditions and beliefs that you guys had growing up in comparison to what you've seen today around the streets?
I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna say it feels like it because you see a lot more things on camera.
Yeah.
So
everything's publicized a lot more.
So for example, in the West, us lot that are born for English, Caribbean, and I can only speak about England, or I can speak about London only.
Yeah.
A lot of us are still traditional. A lot of us are still have our virtues and hold on to some form of honor. But when I see young Maghraba from back home, it's like they're throwing that away. Like, I don't know, there's this obsession with trying to be West.
Yeah.
From the haircuts and they go into extremes, bro.
They're
going out of their way to prove something, whatever, rare. Like I've always said it, that like the younger generation, like for example, in terms of the deen, the younger ones probably know more about the deen here than they do there. All right, maybe our Arabic isn't the best, maybe blah, blah, blah. But in terms of the understanding of what to do, what not to do, what's allowed, what's not, like we know it better than young people, them second. Like, like, so I do see it, but I don't see it from people here. And again, young people are young, bro. Look, end of the day, you're gonna make mistakes, innit? You're gonna do things you don't know, bro. It happens, bro. This is life. Like, don't beat yourself up about it, and don't kick a man while he's down as well. You see my man doing shahaja ahmaq, chat to him, bro.
Yeah,
always don't like they say, give me your hand and not your. If I'm down, give me your hand. Don't kick me.
Don't kick me when I'm down.
Yeah. And we judge a lot in this country. Like
we do.
You got times are changing as well.
No, times are changing.
Modern times are khayli, you know.
Yeah, but look, I tell you, at the end of the day,
you can still be a traditional person in a modern world.
I'm very traditional in a very modern world.
This is what we're doing here. So this Marocafella project that we're doing,
of course,
is to make people recognize. So Hanea, we don't want to lose our identity.
Of course,
right. So hence why we're pushing this agenda, innit?
Yeah, of course.
So
proud of
this
it,
platform is to try and keep what we call tradition.
Yeah, 100%.
We're looking here, we're British-born Moroccans. We love our country and we're patriots of our country. We're patriots of England and of Morocco. You understand what I'm saying to you? So this platform is to keep on pushing that. The likes of yourself, young Moroccans that watch the show, that want to come on the show and I mean highlight what they're doing. This is how we keep things going.
No, of course.
This is how you keep tradition going.
No, definitely.
So this platform, inshallah, is for that, bro. It's for that. You know, it's for that. And unfortunately, there are some bad influences out there. And unfortunately, the kids out there are very easily influenced and sidetracked. And as for what Salah was saying in Morocco, Morocco's moving with the times. Morocco's got internet now. Morocco's doing exactly what everybody else is doing. Everyone's going to Morocco.
Do you know what? Yeah, that's crazy.
So you got more Europeans, English and whatnot. They're all going to Morocco more so now than ever. So so these youngsters.
Sorry to cut you off.
One second. So these youngsters, they see the likes. So forget just. Before it used to be the British Moroccans or the Spanish Moroccans going down. Now they're seeing groups of West Indians going down, Asians going down, white guys, big cliques of mine. So they're getting to see these things. They're thinking, right, so other than just the British Moroccans or whatever,
there's more people.
There's more, and they're making friends with these people. They're becoming close with these people. They're taking numbers. They're not even messing with the Moroccans in Europe.
They don't.
Do you understand?
They don't chat to them no more.
They don't, bro. They don't. So you got, as I said, we're moving with the times, bro. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. As I say to man, you can only control what's around you.
100%.
Yeah, that's your control.
And that's what it is. It's being that influence, bro. Like, we're not doing this for fame, blah, blah, blah. Man's too old for that. I'm past it. I don't care about whatever. Not that I am anyway or nothing. But it's like, we're right. I'm not seeing anyone do it.
Yeah, you're doing it for like an informative purpose. You're not doing it to get clout or attention.
Like they say, if you want to, like they say, you know, like be the change. I know it sounds cheesy, but you know, like be the change that you want to see. That's what man are trying to do. Like there's positive Maghraba out there. There's Maghraba that, like you said, like we're living in an ultra modern world, and bro, but alhamdulillah, we're still traditional to a certain extent. We still hold on to certain values and and it's about propagating that, putting it out there, inviting people, showing them rare.
No, definitely.
You know,
what do you think, Zach? What's your?
I think I'm very fortunate, and like I can only speak for me. Like you said, control the things around you. So I can only speak for me and what my age mates have told me around my circle. we're very proud to be Moroccan.
Alhamdulillah.
Like, some of them I may not speak like perfect Darija. There's times my mom laughs at my Darija because I say one word wrong, and it entertains her because she knows how hard I try to like stay in touch with roots.
That's it. It's the effort, bro.
Yeah, and it's just one of them things where like like I said, it goes back to the topic of like when like getting married and having kids and that sort of stuff. Like, what do we do? Like, what kind of things can we do to ensure we instill the same pride and belief and values? And
Say after Maghreb for 2 years, man, when they're young, wallah, خدمهم in the jbel or in the countryside. Man.
Look, it's down to the parents as well.
No, 100%. It's down.
Parents.
It's down. Yeah.
It's down to what you pass on, innit?
Yeah.
I can only pass on what my parents taught me. So I feel like what they've taught me is a lot. And I think once I pass that down, it would be like when they get to a level where they can appreciate it as an adult, they will understand why what it is. Because I even told my mom the other day, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna speak about what I saw in Hackney Wick, but let's just say I saw a madness, and I said to mum, I was like, Mum, alhamdulillah, slachtini me kun صغير. Wallahi, because I was like, oh, you're getting licks and getting beats as a kid. It's not. I was like, listen, you need to understand that didn't come from a place of anger. It came from a place of what was taught to them from young,
and fear really of you guys.
Just fear of going off the path.
You can't look after your kids without beating them.
100% you can. Yeah. 100% you can.
But at the same time, it's no coincidence that throughout human nature, throughout mankind's time on this earth, blah, 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 and only in this last generation or so that the kids have just gone wild and
they're just breaking all.
Don't get me wrong, there's a difference between disciplining and beating. Two different things.
I never got beatings. I just got like that typical smack on the hand, but it's like a hard one.
My ass.
I get smack in the hand.
My mum was tooled up, mate.
Listen,
they used to call it a mechanic.
There have been chinklers dashed. Let's just say there have been some dollars and chinklers being dashed around.
She'd be guys sitting down for the next 15 years.
Free
Hajjah.
Free Hajjah.
She'd be right.
But it's just going back to like.
I love you, mum.
Being
the best job.
A British Moroccan. Do you know what it is? It's so crazy how lucky we are that our parents did a lot for us, just even leaving their homeland to build a better life here.
Yeah, hard work, man.
And try to make us like, basically it's the thing parents do for their kids what their parents couldn't do for them. So it's always going to be.
Are your parents British born?
No, they're Mghariba born. So both of them from Marrakesh. I'm a first gen British Moroccan out of my family.
He's us 30 years or 20 years after.
Yes. So like from now, when my kids, like when I get to my grandparents' age, I'm gonna be like a first generation Moroccan, like British Moroccan for them. And obviously they're gonna look at me like, oh, how did you do know? Well, yeah, because Mama and Baba, when I was young, taught me from young speak Darija in the household. There was always a specific. My dad was so strict. He's like, في الدار كان يعيد Darija. تتقفل about 14. When you after then it's different because then he knows you're gonna be stuck around the English environment for most of
What's
your
your
days.
mum and dad's English like?
My mum, she speaks English on a daily. So my mum's English is
on point.
Good. It's very good.
She needs,
it's more than like substantial, like your typical.
Like Salah's mum.
My dad, Neri Palavi Maghrebi. You know this one when you go to Ladbroke Grove.
No. My dad's English.
Like when I tell my dad Shepherd's Bush is the Shepherd Bush. When I tell my dad Ladbroke Grove.
Can't even say it in English.
I'm stuttering my words.
17th time lucky.
So it's Ladbroke Grove in English, but when Mghariba it's Ladbroke.
It's all one word, isn't it?
And then goes Sainsbury's, Portobello,
Euston Station,
King's Cross.
Yeah, mate.
So your mum and dad speak good English?
My mum's Cockney.
No way.
Yeah, proper Cockney. My dad, you know what? My dad speaks English. No, they do. They speak. So I'm getting a stutter attack from her.
It's
contagious. Nah, but yeah, my dad sounds more Greek than he does Moroccan. It's weird. Wallah, it's weird. He's got like a Greek accent. It's like
when he's talking, it's like when you want to talk English, it's like this.
No, brother. But no, they're English. Yeah, like alhamdulillah. Like they haven't. My mum and dad would often fill out paperwork, you know, like government forms and that for their friends and that. So they were.
Oh, that's another thing of my childhood. I was the one reading the government documents as a kid.
Yeah.
My dad would be like, هذه جات لي شنو هذيك يقولوا أنا قلت له ها.
The renter is a buck.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm joking. Don't take it personal. Huh?
No, I'm just saying.
We've never been in rent arrears ever. Everyone does.
Alhamdulillah, we've not. But it's just one of them was like you're just your typical insurance bills come through, but certain words don't make sense to them. So I was like, so I try to break it down down into what it could be.
Yeah.
So like, even my mom was like that in the beginning, but when my mom got to that stage where she was using English on a daily with us, like, we got to that stage like, there's times when my mom just talks to me fully English, and she's like,
"Boy, Zach, what do you want for dinner? Do you want a bit of couscous? You want a bit of..."
She doesn't have a Cockney accent. She's like,
East London, bruv. What are you talking about? He's winding me up, innit? Tahiyya all the mums and
Nah, respect to all the mums and
They had
the
it hard.
fathers that like moved over here and built a life from scratch. It's tough. It was tough in their era.
Yeah, man.
And to get like just their feet set, it took a long time. So I can always say alhamdulillah for that.
Mate, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Big up always to all the parents out there, man. All the parents.
And to the ones like Rahmum
All the
second, to
parents,
all the
yeah.
ones that have passed away.
Yeah, Allah yarhamhum second as well. Like, I don't even have like
I mean, it's always important to like be grateful and say alhamdulillah.
100%, bro. Look, it could always be worse, man. As bad as
100%.
everyone's situation is, say alhamdulillah.
Of
And
course.
this is, I was thinking this earlier.
Yeah.
Like the word alhamdulillah, like there's a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ told us, like, ajib, like amazing is the affair of the Muslim.
Yeah.
When something bad happens to him,
Alhamdulillah.
he says alhamdulillah and he gets rewarded. And when something good befalls on him, he also says alhamdulillah. And so whatever happens, you get rewarded either
of
way.
course.
So yeah, try and remember that alhamdulillah. Sometimes in this country it's really, really hard.
Yeah,
Like
it's never easy.
It might be a financial thing. You're seeing, oh, this one's driving Lambo, especially now with the internet. Yeah, I'm earning 10 grand a month working 1 hour a day. Do this, sign up to my course.
buy my course, bro.
Yeah, buy my course, dude.
It's gonna be like,
Oh, you think there's always ways like this? We need to learn it's artificial intelligence.
Yeah, man,
If you
AI.
sign up to this $799 course that
And
is
it's always
not going to
99.
benefit you any way,
Wallah.
shape or form, you will become a millionaire.
So basically, what I tell
basically
everyone,
it's for all them red pill donnies out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, get off that red pill, man.
Say
Actually understand the world you live in. Say alhamdulillah and just take your deen seriously, innit?
yeah, you just I was gonna say, wallah, my trailer thought went. I went from giving hadiths and anyway, yeah, sign up to my course. And the best way to make 10 grand a month is to sell a course on how to make 10 grand a month. Pure and simple. If you can't see the product, you are the product. Say alhamdulillah, kun qana. There's wallah, it could always be worse. Look at the Nas of Palestine, second. Look at, there's always people that would give an arm and a leg, bro, to
be where
have
you
what
are.
we don't have. Empty. So, and I give myself this advice first, because it is hard here in the West. Like you're
definitely
seeing
is.
man with this watch, you're seeing with this, and yeah, you just start getting corrupted in your brain. Alhamdulillah, man, it is what it is. Al-Razaq Diyar, look, it's written from Allah.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to come to you. What's meant to come to you will come to you, and whatever's going to be for you will be for you. But anyway, on that positive note, T, do you want to wrap it up?
Wait, let's plug,
You're better,
let's
right?
plug the brand first, bro. Wait, man.
Go
so guys,
to-
So listen, guys. So yeah, inshallah, you'll be go to the Marocafella website, man. We've got tops there, we've got jumpers, we've got new prints out, we've got the hoodies, we've got the hats,
Yeah.
we've got trackies. Make sure you lot visit the site. Make sure you lot leave comments, like, subscribe.
Definitely.
Check us out on our Instagram,
Click all the
Marocafella
buttons.
Instagram.
What's your Instagram,
Check
T?
me out on hard work. You can check me out on hard work, not hard work.
Yeah.
On my Instagram, you can also check Zach. Go on, give
What
me
you
On
on?
my YouTube,
Okay.
it's Zach's World TV for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure that you just have a look and just if you enjoy it, subscribe. If you
Subscribe.
don't, thank you for viewing it anyway because you've contributed to the end goal. So I appreciate that.
And
Regardless.
again, I've got no socials, but I am your mum's favourite. Never forget that. Yalla, go to Marocafella, share, subscribe, and all that.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day. Take care.
Tabarakallah alaikum.
Well done, Zach.